So a quick hello to all 50 people that are subscribed to me at the time of me making this. This is me just talking to myself, just about basically anything and whatever I just like talking about. This is me trying to be consistent with the whole YouTube thing. I think this makes it from probably about 4 or 5 consecutive days and almost every day for the past couple of weeks that I put something out, at least one video. So just a couple of things that I'm thinking about that I was laying in bed last night, which I actually got some good sleep, so I really don't have much to even say. So my in-laws left today. They were hanging out with us. My mother-in-law was here. Future mother-in-law was here for a couple days. My future father-in-law came down here to pick her up. We went to go eat at a place called Order Up in San Antonio. Great place if you've ever been. Was able to take some photos with the 18 f2 and while we were eating. Some ones that I actually kind of like that I'll use whenever I do a review of this lens. Once again, this lens is really beat up. I can't really show you how much it's beat up, but I've got some discoloring on the aperture ring. It's got scratches and everything everywhere. There's some slipping in the focus ring if you move too slow or don't have enough pressure on the focus ring. And so it feels like it's been around for a while, but it's still working pretty well. I'm pretty sure this thing's gonna last more than enough time, and honestly, I should be able to, if I need to, get another copy pretty cheap when the 18 1.4 WR that's gonna come out supposedly this year, according to Fujifilm, comes out. People will really be stepping away from this lens. But yeah, one thing, MPB ratings, when MPB says something is very well used, they mean it's very well used. It is not at all like KEH when they say you got something for a bargain. It looks like it was maybe touched twice in its life. So yeah, 18 millimeter, still an amazing focal range. What I've been doing with this is shooting my Tri-X 400, and in honor of Matt Day, who is a real life GOAT right now, I've been shooting with an Ilford HP5 film simulation whenever I have this on, and that film simulation actually looks really good. I really do like the grain, and especially whenever you push that film recipe, it looks fantastic. So I would very much recommend, if you're going to shoot black and whites, shoot with that Ilford HP5 film recipe, and even more, try shooting in black and white. It actually is, I don't know how to explain it, but it gives something a little bit different to your photos that color can't. Anyway, so yeah, that's that for the 18 f2. I'll be coming with a more extensive review, but man, it fits well and it feels really, really nice on this X Pro 3, on any of the X Pro cameras, but on the X Pro 3 specifically, it just feels really good on this camera. So I'll be looking at this a little bit more in detail later. The 90 f2, I'm probably going to acquire that and put that in my kit, as I've been thinking about it over the weekend, but I think I'm just going to go full force back into photography and put my name out there, business out there and things, just because, I want to. It has nothing to do with anything else, but because I want to. Yeah, it'd be a great opportunity for more content and more walkthroughs, but that's that. I want a leather strap for this camera now. Even though I love my Peak Design strap, I've been wanting a leather one, and so I think what I'm going to do is buy a piece of leather for about 40 bucks, already tanned and already dyed, all that whatnot, probably about a 5 to 6 ounce thickness, I think is the way it's counted, to 5 to 6 centimeters. I'm not even sure millimeters. But yeah, so 5 to 6 ounce thickness. I've watched a few YouTube videos. They actually are popping up now all over my YouTube recommended now on saddle stitch leather without a stitching pony. And so I think I'm just going to make a couple straps. I think the piece that I want to get, I can make at least, because what I want to do is I want to have a nice thin strap, but around the neck area, so right dead in the center, I want to have about 4 inches, or maybe 3 inches, 4 inches actually, 4 inches of a thicker base, and I want to double that up, or not, but basically I just want to make that to a place where it can sit around the neck and fit a little bit more snugly and not really choke me. So we'll see. I'll be able to make a few of those with that. So I'll be able to make one for this camera. I'll be able to make one for the a thinner one for the X100T, as well as, if I want to, I can make, because I have the Peak Design tech bag, you can actually put clips on that, and what I can do is I can make it to where I'm going to buy the anchor sets, so they'll slip into the anchor, but I can use that Peak design as a walk around bag with a leather, with a brown leather strap, so basically like a leash for it. So I'm looking into working with leather now. Watched enough YouTube videos for the past 30 minutes to feel like it's something that I could do. I'm gonna buy me an X-Acto knife, a nice metal ruler. I've already got a square and a whole bunch of stuff for whenever I mess with leather upholstery in our cars. And so I have everything as far as the punches and stuff in order to make that, but I guess I just need the real deal gear. So I'll get on Amazon and hook that up. But yeah, I'll start making some straps, and maybe if they're any good, you know, I can make a few more and have myself a nice collection of fancy straps for myself if I feel like it's something I want to invest more in. The other thing is I finally got this in the mail because I like the Fuji EFX8. This is the little baby flash that comes with your Fujifilm cameras. I don't think this one came with my X Pro 3. I think this came with my XT3. Whenever I first had that, this bad boy came on there, but I like it because it's small and it's portable. But the only thing is you can never really use it because it's very harsh. Now if you're shooting in film recipe, that doesn't really matter, but it's very harsh and it's very cold. So what I did was I went online, I ordered this, and this is from a company called Nest, and this is the diffuser mini, and it slips right on top of your EF X8 Fujifilm flash, just like that. And from working with this, it doesn't really, it's not that the flash, because this flash is already pretty soft. It wraps around really nice, but it's cold. But what this thing does that I actually like is it kind of like it color balances it. Wherever I'm at, and I was doing an A/B shot, and I don't have it because I thought about doing the video, and then I didn't do the video because it was one of the first things I did whenever I created YouTube, and I second guessed myself. What I noticed is the shots would be cold without this, and then whenever I put this on, things would just be warmer. It'd be more natural. The daylight looked more daylight, and golden hour, it looked more golden hour. In a room where it was warm, whenever I didn't have this flash on at all, when I put this on with this on, I got a little bit brighter and my skin tone stayed the same. So not a huge difference in this. Once again, this is from a company called Nest. It's a diffuser mini. Not a huge difference. It doesn't really make the light wrap around you too much. There is once again a slight discernible difference, but the biggest thing it does is it really helps you with the color in the room, and it really I guess it somehow makes this a little bit warmer. Not sure how to explain it. You'd have to see it. Maybe I'll show you. But yeah, this is really a big game changer for me, because now if I want to use a little bit of a flash somewhere, or I don't have much light, I can take this and be like, you know what? Boom, let me pop this bad boy on. It's clipped on there, and then now I have a little, you know, nice little flash. Let me see if I can get this thing to go. You point it, take a shot, it'll help diffuse it just a little bit. Nice little tool, and I'm hoping that it's actually going to work pretty well, because I'd like to use it. I would really like to be able to say, hey, you know what, it's dark out right now, but just for some family shots and some candids, let me shoot with this. I mean, honestly, if I could even get this to incorporate it something into, if I'm shooting someone, I just need a little bit of light and I'm a little bit far off, then it's something paid. And I could use this, because I like to use natural light, and instead of having to bring my gigantic Godox flash for outdoors, that would be great. I would truly like not having to bring an air stand, just being able to put this on there, but I'm not sure if that'll happen. But the weight on this and how small it is and how just tiny everything is, it's pretty fun to use something like this on your X Pro 3. So yeah, I'm trying to give life to the EFX8, and I'm hoping that it actually does that, but there's no telling. In other news, I'm actually looking at going on a cruise, Royal Caribbean to be exact, or Carnival, or Disney. Right now they have really good prices online for whenever I look up one of these, and so they've got a few. One of them actually is, I mean, this is pretty nice. One of them is a 5-night, 5-day on Carnival, going out of Galveston, Texas, and total for 2 people going to Cozumel and going to Yucatan and Mexico and the peninsula is about a little bit over $1,000, which is super duper cheap considering I'm doing 5 days, 5 nights on a balcony. Right now I'm looking at Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Disney, trying to get it as quick as possible. Originally we thought, hey, it could be something great for our honeymoon, and we were initially waiting and hoping we would just elope, basically, do something small. I've got a friend who was an ordained minister, who was a former pastor in New Mexico, now lives in Texas, lives in Austin. Plan was to drive up there, Lake Travis, have something, hire a photographer to take the elopement photos, have a couple friends there, and then just spend the rest of the day together, go and have a honeymoon, come back a couple weeks later and have a big party with all of our friends and family. That way all the family could meet and everyone could celebrate us, but we would have the most important part done already, because it's really tough whenever you're planning to have a wedding with a whole bunch of people, because then you have to feed heads, and everyone in your family has opinions on what they think you should do and what they want you to do, even though it's your day. So we're kind of battling that and getting over it. But so yeah, if any of you are photographers in the San Antonio or Austin area, I would love for you to reach out and talk to me, or if you know anyone who is, please refer them, because I'm looking for someone who would be willing to do just basically anything for us at this point. I'm very, very picky, of course, about photographers, and I just kind of want a certain look, and I kind of want a certain color grading and feel. So I mean, if you can just send me your portfolio or send someone's portfolio, just get in touch with me. I'd be more than happy to honestly consider you. I just honestly, this is tough. It's tough picking a photographer, especially whenever you take photos, because the only thing is you're just hoping, and you're really, really hoping that it's someone that vibes the way you vibe, because you understand everyone's talented. It's not that someone's not talented, it's just that someone may not have the same look and feel that you and your partner are hoping for when it comes to these photos. So yeah, that's basically it. Doing that, getting ready for wedding stuff. Hopefully one of these days she can get on here. If y'all know any photographers, let me know. And 18F2, go out and get it. And today I think I'm going to watch Zack Snyder's Justice League. And once again, Snyder, I put you ahead of Rob Snyder now, because I hear about the amazing things that you did with Justice League and how you saved them. And you redeemed Jared Leto's Batman, apparently, in just about 5 parts of dialogue. So that's it. You guys have a good one.